Welcome to Crash and Burn podcast episode numero dos, folks. Watch if you like, don't if you don't like. Just don't hate because I'm just a nice male.
Hello. Hola. I'm on I-84 westbound. Westbound, folks. Going back home. Alright? That's what I'm doing right now. So, I am in a better mood than I was before. I'm not sure if I'm going to stitch these together or do separate ones, but I'll see. I don't need to figure that out right now. There's a lot of things to think about in life. There really is a lot of things to think about in life. And we're all trying to figure it out. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I wanted to talk about comedians that I really like. So I like Hannibal Buress. I think he's really funny. I like I'm into comedy a lot. I really like Hannibal Buress. I've watched a lot of his stuff. I really like who else do I like? I really like Andrew Schulz right now. Andrew Schulz. He's very good. And we're both Jewish, so I understand some of his jokes. Some of his jokes are about Judaism. I mean, not many, but we're both Jewish, so we just I think that anybody who identifies the same religion as you obviously have something in common with. And it's true. I watched a whole special on how comedy in England is so much different because it's targeted toward there, and really comedy is very, very focused toward one's society. It's very particular to someone's society, and it really is specific. I think he said, Hannibal Buress said in one of his specials, in Chicago, he's from Chicago, and he said that he wanted to stop he kept telling jokes about Chicago that were very particular to Chicago, and I didn't understand them. And then obviously he knew that a lot of people who were not from Chicago wouldn't understand the jokes. So this was on Netflix. I think it was a special I bought on YouTube that he put out. He said I wish I could tell more, but I can't because nobody else is going to understand them except for you guys in the audience in Chicago. He was filming in Chicago, and it's true. I forgot the name of that British comedian I was watching, but it was probably a video from the early 2000s. The guy was saying, some famous comedian was saying how he was British. He was saying how he loves telling jokes about Britain, but nobody understands them except in Britain. And it's true. If you tell a joke in a comedy club in Indonesia or in the Philippines, you have a very different reality. They don't the language is probably different. The culture is different. The most important thing is the expectations are probably different, and the societal roles are different. And it's really, those things are really what comedy is about. It's the little intricacies of society that make it funny, and the differences between different societies that make it funny. And one of the reasons why American comedy is so good is because we have so many different cultures here, and we can joke about a lot of different things, and we can relate to a lot of different people because there's not really any one culture. So that's what makes it interesting. That's what definitely makes it interesting. So that's definitely something interesting that I wanted to say. There's another thing I wanted to talk about. I am going to talk a little bit about communism because it's been on my mind. I'm reading this book about like how capitalism, how Marx, like, you know, like Karl Marx, like the big guy in communism, was saying how I'm reading this book called The Naked Communist, and it was a book written in like the 60s or 70s by a former FBI agent, and it was reprinted several times since then, and it has this like part by Matt Walsh, and like I don't love Matt Walsh, and I don't really. I'm like more my political leanings like are like liberal / like are like definitely like on the liberal side for sure, and I don't agree with a lot of it, but like I like seeing people's opinions, and I think it's important to hear what other people have to say. So I'm reading Matt Walsh's book, and he has like a chapter in it, but the book is written by like someone during the Cold War, and it talks about like the history of communism, and it's very interesting. I would recommend it. I don't want to like say too much, but the history of communism is actually really interesting, and Karl Marx's life is very interesting, and also their theory on nature and like how nature versus science and stuff, it's extremely interesting too, and actually tells a lot about the technological age that we live in, and the way that and just kind of like the way that like people's goals, like end goals, and their way that they perceive life, a lot of it can be like interpreted well, like better, like knowing that, like you can see. I think it helps to see like different, like the kind of the undertones of like the society that we live in is like really based on these concepts of like whether like like what's it like, whether like God like purposely constructed us, like, you know, that theory, it's like that theory that God like created us like purposely, like we didn't just evolve, like there was like a set plan for us to become this way. It was like deterministic. I don't know. It's something like that. Like you know what I'm talking about. Like it's like evolution alone can't explain the molecular mechanisms that make up the complex world that we live in today, and the complex bodies that make us who we are, and everything else that's alive. And there are many theories that, and there are scientific papers which I've read in college that to say the molecular evolution is just hard to know, and evolution is known, but like how exactly it happened on a molecular level, there's not much about it. So that's what I read in college. So that was interesting. So there's that. And then there's what else was I gonna say? What was I talking about? I want to talk about comedians. I don't know why I shouldn't have talked about this. This isn't really. I don't want to talk about comedians. I want to talk about comedians. So Bill Burr, I've been watching a little bit. He's pretty funny. Jimmy Kimmel, I used to love. Stephen Colbert taught me everything. Jimmy Colbert, if you watch him, you can learn everything you need to know about comedy. The man is insane. He's a comedic genius. He's probably my favorite, like, comedian on TV. Maybe my favorite comedian, like, in terms of, like, learning from. Like, I think there are two comedians you can learn a lot from: Stephen Colbert and Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is also brilliant, and his delivery is like insane. He's so calm. Like Colbert, he's a little anxious, but like he's extremely expressive and very good at what he does, and extremely versatile. Dave Chappelle is just you think he's like in your living room when he's like on the stage. It's incredible. So I really like Chappelle. I like Colbert. I like Kimmel. I'm trying to get into Conan. I think I would like Conan more if I watched him more, like when I was younger. But I've never really like watched him when I was younger. But I know a lot of people like him, and he fascinates me. Like, he doesn't fascinate me, but he interests me. He definitely is interesting to me because he I don't know, he just seems like unique. I used to like Ellen DeGeneres. I used to really like Melissa McCarthy, but I haven't been that into her recently. Not really sure why. But definitely one of my favorite people in movies. Adam Sandler is just like... Adam Sandler is like definitely top level for sure. He is just an all-around great comedian. Like A+ and everything. And the movie, that movie, like the movie where he was like the basketball guy, like, but yeah, you know, the one with like the diamonds and I forgot what it was called. Oh, Uncut Gems. Insane. That movie was insanely good. Key and Peele, probably the best sketch comedy you're gonna see. Better than SNL, I think. I know I said it. Better than SNL. SNL, not my favorite. I don't love the people in SNL. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think they're that great. I like that guy on what's that? Oh, I really like John Oliver. I think he's great. I really like him. I like his accent. I like Guillermo on Jimmy Kimmel. I think he's hilarious. Jimmy Kimmel's very funny. She's from Brooklyn. This is gonna be weird, but like I think like Shaq is kind of funny. Like it's kind of weird, but like I feel like Shaq is like an underrated. Like he's not even obviously not known for being funny, but like he does a lot of funny commercials and like it's just a genuinely like funny guy. So there's like definitely an unexpected one is Shaquille O'Neal, for sure. But I think that man is funny. Like sometimes I watch like the sports shows just that I see he's on it just because I think he's hilarious. Like he knows he is like a big guy, like a big tall guy and strong, and he like makes comedy like because he knows that like he's like overwhelming to like most people like in terms of his like strength, and he uses that to make comedy sometimes like on the shows, and it's very good. And he not only the physical comedy he does, but like he's very quick and he's very like he uses very funny like facial expressions to like in all his commercials and stuff. So I think he's definitely someone we don't think about, but is actually a very funny person in our society. And I think we laugh a lot from him and we don't even realize it. Also, there are many different comedians. So I saw Jim Gaffigan live and I really liked him, and I followed him for a while. I really like Jim Gaffigan. I haven't watched him in a while, but I've seen all of his stuff and he's very good. All right, now this is an interesting one I'm about to bring up. Sebastian Maniscalco. Okay, I'm gonna like say first of all, he's probably cracked me up. Like he's probably made me laugh harder than any other comedian has. But no, I know that's true. But he definitely made me laugh, like verbally laugh, which is hard to do over YouTube. Like a lot of times I think something is funny, but like I don't like verbally laugh. So the other dude, this guy on YouTube, I watch him. I forgot what his name is. It's like Chris Gianco. He's like the guy who, like the frat guy comedian. He looks like a frat boy. It's like Chris something, like Chris Giancomo or something. But he's very funny. Anybody who wants to see a good stand-up, like look at his 9/11 stand-up. Like it's a little like risky, but it's hilarious. He does a bit on like his experiences during 9/11, and it's like I was actually living in the city and 3 years old during 9/11, but I think he's like 10 years older than me, so like he was like, you know, more aware of what was going on. So he explains his experiences and his parents. It's a really funny story, and he's a great deliverer, very good delivery, and like I think he has a kind of Dave Chappelle style of delivery that like you feel like he's in the room with you. Nate Bargatze I've seen live. He's pretty good. Like he's honestly like the jokes aren't like anything special, I'm gonna be honest. Like but he's a great. No, actually, the jokes are good, and the delivery is good. But like, I don't know, it's like the same thing over and over again. But I saw him live, and it was definitely worth it. Like, I would definitely pay to see him live again. There are some YouTubers I would like to call out, in a good way. Orange Peanut. I really like Orange Peanut. I really like Alonzo Larone. I really like Key and Peele I watch on YouTube a lot. I really like Vsauce. I'm gonna say something here. Not a big fan of Mr. Beast. Like, I know a lot of YouTubers I follow love him. I do not dislike him. I think that he's just sensational, and I think that he is really overrated. Like, that's my opinion. It's my opinion. I see why he's famous. I think he should be famous, but I don't think he should be the number one YouTuber. I think there are people better than him. I think he should be like one of the top people, but I think he puts out a lot of stuff, and I think a lot of his stuff that he puts out isn't good. I think he just like hopes. I think that enough of the stuff he puts out is good that like people like him, but I think that a lot of people, including me, have watched a lot of his videos that just aren't that good. To me, like, it's important to like make videos that like are taking consideration of people's time, because you don't want to watch videos and have you feel like the person is wasting your time or dragging it out or making the suspense like you don't watch YouTube for the unless you're watching like a short, like a cinematic short on YouTube. You're not watching it for the build up and the climax and suspense, unless it's like a game show or something. But I don't like when they like drag it out just to like get you to watch it longer, get you to subscribe, or I don't know why they get you to watch it. But, like, I also really don't like clickbait like titles, and I think Mr. Beast does that a lot. I really, really, really like Dude Perfect. They were like the first people I ever watched on YouTube. Great content. Also, I love how they mix like comedy with others, like with like their like trick shots and stuff. Like, they're very like funny. Like, they have like a good amount of time in their videos where they're like just talking and like joking around it, and it's like really, really funny and like just like upbeat and positive, and just makes like everyone happy. Like, you can't watch a Dude Perfect video and be in a worse mood than you were. You have to be somewhat happier than you were by the end of the video. It's just impossible to not be. It really is. They have great stuff. That's really like what that's really like the emotional task that like I think all YouTube videos should subscribe for, and I think that the other YouTuber that I think gives that is PewDiePie. I think that he's the only other YouTuber that really gives off that same vibe as Dude Perfect, because PewDiePie, I think I haven't watched many of his videos, but I've watched enough to know that he's an elite, top level. I don't think there's any better vlogger than him. Like, he's just perfect at it. I like his use of like, he has a great mix of like commentary with like showing us stuff, and he's like all over, like he does a lot of stuff. He has all kinds of interests, like gaming, all kinds of stuff. Really, really like him. I think that a lot of YouTubers can learn a lot from him. I've never seen Mark Rober, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know who that is. Now, there's one more. Andrew Tate. Okay, so Andrew Tate, eh? Now, that is an interesting person right there. Andrew Tate. A lot of people love hating him. I don't know him well enough to have an opinion on him, but I know that he's very big and he's only going to get bigger. But we'll see how that goes. I think that he's definitely gonna be like, I think that like people don't realize how big he's gonna be, and I think that he's gonna become like a household name pretty soon. I don't know. I haven't really watched his stuff. I don't know if he's like funny or not. I don't know like really what he does. I know he does like stuff about like dating and like picking up women and stuff, but I don't really know like what else. Like, I don't really know like what style of videos he makes, like whether it's like funny or like education. I don't know. I don't really. I've seen like maybe one of his like Instagram shorts, but I don't really like. I haven't seen like anything more than 10 seconds of him talking. So no, maybe like a minute. I think I saw him do like a TikTok. So like a minute, but I honestly like I was impressed, but like I didn't really get much from it. I need to like see like what his videos are about. Like what his like longer videos are about. So that's that. Yeah, so Yeah, so... Oh, I didn't realize I was quiet that whole time. Oh, okay. So... Andrew Tate. Michael Kay annoys me. He's a sports commentator. His voice annoys me. I annoy me now. I don't think my voice is annoying. That's why I do this, because I like my voice. And I like hearing myself talk. I know that's narcissistic to say, but like I really like hearing myself talk. I think I'm an interesting person, I'm gonna be honest. So Kanye West, like some people I like in terms of music, like Kanye West, Eminem, I really like him. I love the song Love the Way You Lie. Love the Way You Lie is a great song. Metallica, I like their stuff. Like John Mellencamp, Bruce Springsteen is one of my all-time favorites. Meatloaf, I like. Let's see. Let's see. I don't really know what else. Yeah, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. I enjoyed talking to everyone. I enjoyed ranting. There's not much else I really need to say, so peace, y'all.